Apo Island was a fishing village with a serious problem. A powerful, vicious cycle of overfishing with destructive fishing methods such as dynamite, degradation of coral reef habitat, declining fish populations, and a need for more destructive fishing to catch anything at all had reduced the fishermen to seemingly inescapable poverty. Then, local scientists explained to island fishermen how a no fishing marine sanctuary could serve as a fish nursery for the island fishing grounds. The creation of a marine sanctuary along 10% of the island's shoreline was a tipping point lever that set in motion a series of changes that restored the health of the island's marine ecosystem, fishery, and cherished way of life. How did this happen? Nature began restoration as soon as the sanctuary was created. Damaged coral began to heal and fish numbers increased, reinforcing the community's commitment to protecting the sanctuary, strengthening the implementation of no fishing in the sanctuary, and leading to further restoration of coral and fish populations. This circular chain of effects was a virtuous cycle that propelled restoration. Within 2 years, the fish population in the sanctuary had increased so much that fish were overflowing into surrounding fishing areas. Inspired by success, the Apo Island community launched a bold management program for its fishing grounds around the island. There were two key rules. First, Apo Island fishermen were not allowed to use destructive fishing methods at home or elsewhere. And second, only Apo Island fishermen had permission to fish on the island's fishing grounds. Local enforcement of these rules by the fishermen themselves created a new virtuous cycle of less destructive fishing, healthier coral, and more fish, more experience and commitment to sustainable fishing, and more effective management, leading to less destructive fishing and even healthier coral and more fish. And there was another virtuous cycle in which the management program provided experience and knowledge that led to insights for more effective management. All of these virtuous cycles combined to reinforce each other with enough force to overpower the vicious cycle that had previously been driving the decline of the marine ecosystem and fishery, reversing that vicious cycle by setting the island's marine ecosystem and fishery on a firm path toward restoration. Then, as fish increased around the island, local fishermen were no longer forced to travel far away to find enough fish, and another virtuous cycle appeared. Fishing locally, where they had to live with the consequences of their fishing practices, reinforced the fishermen's motivation for sustainable fishing and their commitment to the island's management program, resulting in less destructive fishing and a local culture of not overfishing, which in turn led to healthier coral and more fish. And there was still more. Apo Island's thriving coral reefs and colorful fish attracted tourism. Managing tourism gave Apo Islanders more experience and incentive to keep the marine ecosystem healthy, which improved the management of the fishing grounds, preventing destructive fishing and discouraging overfishing, resulting in healthier coral, more fish, and more tourism. And yet another virtuous cycle appeared when the community's high level of environmental awareness and commitment stimulated it to use funds from tourism to add a marine ecology education program to the island's primary school. Tourism also funded scholarships to send island children for higher education in marine biology and other fields that would benefit the island. More education enhanced the pool of knowledge on which the community depended for effective management, creating an incentive to keep investing in better education for island youth. All of the virtuous cycles combined to reinforce each other with enough force to restore a healthy marine ecosystem, fishery, and community, and lock in the gains. The experience, knowledge, skills, and commitment that Apo Islanders acquired while rescuing their marine ecosystem and fishery gave them the strength and resilience to meet new challenges that would inevitably arise in the future. Apo Island's success inspired the creation of about 2,000 marine sanctuaries around the Philippines, most of which are still thriving today.